We take advantage of a hidden cache of precious gems and smuggle them into the black market for untold riches. What will we do with this influx of unexpected wealth? So, I am on my way to Meikai, which we've discovered is the place for the GC that is now over. It's too late to discover the code. It was discovered. But my understanding is, I've been told by some secret sources, that you can still go there and collect the gems and then turn them in for some major moolah. So we're going to try this out. So you need to go to Milky 3C. Alright, so we are now very close to orbit around this planet. And there should be an unidentified signal source here. Weapons fire detected. I have a feeling this isn't the one I'm looking for. It's a Viper. So, some security.
Engage.
I'm gonna look for some other USSs. Now there's supposed to be a permanent USS here. Well, permanent. I guess GC permanent USS. That has gems in it. The gems that you needed for this unidentified signal source, 3C.
Engage.
Well, this one seems kind of permanent, so let's go look at that one. I'm not sure about this. The name of it's not updating, which makes me think it's a special one. Yes, this is it. Alright, so there's precious gems here. Ooh, and there is people shooting as well. Oh, this is a real commander. What are you shooting at? Are you shooting at me? Oh, he's picking up these things. Alright, well, let's see what happens if he sees me
Cargo scoop deployed.
go after some of these. We can share. See if I get smoked.
Cargo hold.
Alright, we filled our hold with as many gems as we can carry. We can only get an 8. We'll need to outfit a new ship for this, but that was pretty cool. Alright, so now that you've picked up some stuff, you need to go to Cubio. And you need a station with a black market. So if we look here, I guess we'll go here. I'm told that the selling price here is pretty good. It's only 2 jumps away.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, so now this is illicit cargo though. So if we get scanned with this,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
we can get a pretty nasty fine. So we'll see. Hopefully we don't. We do have heat sinks. We're going to set up for smuggling runs after this. We'll get into our Type 6. It's time to go Han Solo mode. Go dark.
Executing silent
Silent
running.
running. Shields offline.
Alpha November uniform. You
Request
are now
docking.
within Imperial jurisdiction. Please maintain decorum
Request for
when
docking
conducting
sent.
business at this facility. Approval granted. Land on designated pad number 28.
Deploy heat sink.
Heat sink
2,000
deployed
meters from touchdown.
now.
Open the vents.
Deactivating silent running.
restored. Heat sink deployed.
Warning, Commander. Landing gear not deployed.
Deploy landing gear.
The landing gear is down and locked.
Shields online.
Docking procedure complete. You may alight when ready. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
We head into the black market and sell some illegal goods. So we have 8, and they are worth 100,000 a piece. All right, so I only was able to pick up 8, and I got 500,000 smackers for that. I think you can make some serious cash while this GC is running, even though it's over. All right, so I have outfitted myself with a Type 6 with 106 tons of cargo space, and we're heading back to Milky. Let's send out our limpets. We got lots of commanders around here too. We got a guy and an anaconda over there. And is that another anaconda? Wow. Look at the stream of going into that anaconda. He's got a much better Olympic controller than I do. All right, there we go. We have a full cargo bay full of precious gems.
Engage.
All right, here we go. Smuggling run time. Let's line up for the station. Woohoo! We're in!
Landing complete. You may alight when
Fuel.
ready. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau wishes you a pleasant and productive visit, Commander.
Oh, it will be productive. I promise you that. We want to go to the black market. And I want to sell illegal goods. I have 108. So the galactic average is 109, but they only sell for 61 here. But still, at 61 a pop, we're gonna make 6 million, over 6.5 million credits. Haboom, in one run. That's beautiful. I've outfitted myself in a Type 7 transport cargo ship. I went really risky and took off my shields and everything for max cargo. I had 216 tons of precious gems. I was on my way back to the station to drop these off, and an NPC interdicted me and took me out with like 1 million missiles. Sadly, I did not get it on camera. It would have been glorious. I had to pay the insurance, get my ship back. I added some shields. Sacrificed 16 tons of cargo, which in the grand scheme of things is probably worth it. Although this time I picked up 200 of these wonderful precious gems, and now I am back here at the station and nobody interdicted me. Everything was just wonderful. We are going to sell these, and they are selling for 61,000 credits a ton, which means 12.2 million credits. I've been promoted to broker for selling all of these wonderful, wonderful gems. Now you'll notice that my the amount of money I have on hand right now is actually dramatically lower than it was before. But that's because I spent quite a bit of money just getting this Type 7. I'm going to sell the Type 7 at the end, and I'll make a lot of that money back. But 15 million credits above and beyond that, I think is totally worth the cost of investing in a bigger transport ship to pull these in. My Type 6 could only pull in about 100 tons or so, 106 or something of that nature, and this guy can pull in 200. So we doubled the size that we can retrieve. Another 12.2 million smackas. Look at that. The selling price has just plummeted for the precious gems. Alright, as you can see, I am in a little Sidewinder. And why, you may ask, am I now, all of a sudden, in a Sidewinder? So I did the run at least once more. I'm not sure exactly how many times I did the run. I think it was like 4 or 5 times. One of them being considerably lower in revenue, but the rest being quite high, up around the 60,000 K per ton mark. But we are in a Sidewinder all of a sudden because after selling the Type 7 and all of the modules, we are now looking at a pretty 70 million credits. This is crazy. I did not think I was going to get that much money over the course of this last little while. I think, I don't know what I started at, but it was nowhere near 70 million credits. We can Ford and then some our Asp Explorer now, which is unexpected. I'm actually quite looking forward to flying out in the Diamondback Explorer, but we are more than capable of upgrading to an Asp Explorer now. All right, so we've traded in the Sidewinder for something a little bit more jump capable. I'm stripping it down to the absolute bare bones. I got it up to 17.38 light years. But to make the trip back across the bubble, I'm going to head on over to this other system over here, which is a high-tech system that has all the things that we need to strip this thing right down and put in the D-rated goodness that we want. And we're going to see just how many light years we can get out of this little hauler.
Engage.
Okay, we've upgraded our beautiful little hauler, and as you can see, we can get all the way over to our other ship in just a few jumps. I think that's about what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps? And the last ship that we had couldn't even make the first. And as you can see, we've managed to tweak this thing out to just shy of 30 light years. Look at that, huh? It's pretty amazing, I think. So now I'm going to head on over back to our Dama-May Explorer.
Northern Peters, Alpha, November uniform. The Empire cordially welcomes you. Please complete landing procedures within your allocated time slot. Permission granted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 209er. Touchdown confirmed. Execute system shutdown. We trust this facility will serve you well, Commander.
Alright, we're here. And let's get our Dama-May Explorer back out. And we'll sell that ship because we only bought it to get here. You're kidding me. Well, you guys just watched me do a very silly thing there. I just sold it. I just sold our Dama-May Explorer. Instead of selling this one, I sold the wrong ship. God. Well, I'm going to take that as writing on the wall that we need to head on over to Rui once again and buy ourselves an Asp Explorer. We're in the ship to get us there. We sold the Dama-May Explorer. So we're just going to take the plunge. We have the money. We're going to head on over to Rui and we're going to outfit ourselves a very, very nice exploration Asp Explorer. All right, so here is the route we get to fly. Now, as you can see, we are not going to make it on one fuel tank, but I've added a fuel scoop to the ship, and our jump range is good, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. Alright, here we are. And this time we're actually going to buy the right ship and sell the right ship. So we're going to purchase this, buy a new ship, and sell your current ship. Yes. That's what I want to do. Here it is. Here is our beautiful Asp Explorer. Look at this baby, huh? Woohoo, it's sexy. Alright, so after purchasing, so the ship was only what, about 5 million or so. We have about 74 million in the bank right now. Let's see how much we have when we are done. Completely outfitted. Everything I wanted to get on this ship. So now you can see we have 40 million credits left. We started with about 74 million credits. So all in all, and that was 74 before the 5 mil for the ship, right? So I guess we had about 79 million before we bought this ship. And now we've got 40. So even with the discounts, and we got 15% off here on the ship and on all of the outfitting gear. So that's a hefty sum. Yeah, so about, about 39.5 million credits or so we spent on this ship and outfitting it the way we want. Without the discount, that would have been about 46.5 million credits. So it's definitely worth going for the discount. My insurance rebuy cost is calculated based on the cost of the ship and the outfitting. So that's 15% off too, which is great. So let's take a quick peek at what I've built. We have no hard points. In the utility mounts, I've got some chaff and point defense and 2 heat sinks. Heat sinks are for, because I've never been out there exploring before, and I've heard that, you can get yourself caught in some pretty nasty situations when you pop out of the sun. The heat sinks are to make sure I don't blow myself up. The point defense and the chaff is for when I'm leaving and entering the bubble. I've decided to not go with any hard points. I don't expect to find anything out there, but that could be completely wrong, especially since we've just had some alien discovery stuff going on. If you don't know about that, definitely check out the forums or Reddit or something. I'll put a link in the description as well to the post about the alien message that was just recently discovered from the alien probe. But anyhow, let's move it on. So core systems, I should say, internals. So I have a 4A power plant, and you can tell that we could have fit a 5, but we put it in a 4 because that's all we needed. 4D thrusters. I'm going with a light build here, like a traditional exploration light build. I've done a lot of research on this. This type of build is what people have been using up till now. That might change if we do find some aliens, and we'll see if we're out there with the wrong equipment. 5A frame shift drive because we want to go as far and as fast as we can. 4D life support for the weight. 3D power distributor for the weight, and you'll notice that is also down a grade. 5D sensors and a 5C fuel tank. Inside of our internals, we have the biggest and best fuel scoop we can get because we don't want to be sticking around at stars for too long. We have a 4G planetary vehicle hangar, which is the lighter one, and 2 vehicles, just in case something bad happens to one while we're out there, because we can't rebuild them anymore. 3D shield generator. This is mostly just for landing on planets so that we don't take damage when we do that, as well as, who knows, just in case something out there comes along, as well as entering and exiting the bubble. And an A3 auto field maintenance unit. I've never really used one of these things, I don't think, before. Maybe we played with one once in the beta, but yeah, these should repair us. So if we do take damage while we're out there, we can repair ourselves. Now, we can't repair the maintenance unit. We would need to bring 2 of these if we wanted to do that. I've decided not to do that because I do want to have some cargo space with me, obviously, so that we can pick up some meta alloys on our trips, and who knows what else you'll find out there. A advanced discovery scanner and a detailed surface scanner. We weren't able to get both of these in our Diamondback Explorer, sadly enough. And then I went for a paint job, and this paint job was called the Red Pharaoh. I mean, I couldn't resist. Here it is. Fully outfitted, new paint job, our beautiful exploration Asp Explorer with the Red Pharaoh paint job. Beautiful. I'm really happy with this ship. We're ready to leave the bubble for sure now. Haha. Alright, so, and to finish this off, I thought it made total sense to hand in whatever exploration data I have left for this search for barnacles. Let's see. I've already turned in a bunch of this stuff at the beginning of the community goal. So we'll turn in whatever we have at this point, which won't be very much because we did die along the way. We're in tier 5. We're on the top 25% as it happens. Look at that. So that means at the moment we're going to get another 5 million. That's the cost of our Asp Explorer, the base cost of our Asp Explorer back. Definitely not the opening cost, but very good. So look at that. I'm actually quite surprised at just how quickly we were able to get into an Asp Explorer. But the Rise to Power community goals turned out to be extremely helpful for us in this endeavor. And now that the Rise to Power games have come to a close, there really isn't many reasons anymore to stay in the bubble. I would still like to have the engineer Felicity Farseer upgrade our FSD drive, so in the next episode we'll head out to the Pleiades in search of meta-alloys. After that though, it's deep into the black. Just as we planned, once we leave inhabited space, it'll be off to Sagittarius A. But there has been a new development in the Elite Galaxy. Several weeks back, Jacques Station attempted to make the longest jump in recorded history all the way to Beagle Point. He never arrived and has been missing ever since, but an enterprising explorer recently discovered the station in disrepair quite close to Sagittarius A. So, instead of heading back to the bubble after gazing upon the wonder that is the supermassive black hole at the core of our galaxy, we'll head over to Jacques Station and lend a helping hand. Who knows? We might just settle down there and aid in the creation of a new bubble of inhabited space. So with that, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to give it a like. You'll be letting me know that you're excited for more Elite Dangerous action and helping to expose the video to more amazing people like you. If you're new to my channel, you might be interested in subscribing, as you'll be notified when I release new videos as well as when I go live. At the moment, I'm releasing new episodes of Elite Dangerous on Wednesday, as well as a live stream on Monday and Thursday. There's also Space Engineers on Thursday, Pulsar the Lost Colony on Saturday, and some other fun stuff sprinkled throughout the week. There's a link to my full schedule in the description if you're interested. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Have an absolute great one, and I'll see you all next time.